Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another instrument cluster from LR3. Actually, I think this is a 2008 Range Rover Sport. Seth Larson, this is from Virginia. It's a customer, a local customer. He actually attempt to repair his own cluster, and I said, "Oof, okay, we'll see what we got," because these clusters are the immobilizer. If you damage the cluster to no repair, then your car will no longer start. And if you have a brand new vehicle or at least a vehicle that you can get parts from the dealer, well, it is definitely going to increase the repair or the price of having your car to run again. But 2008, they don't sell this cluster no more. LR3s and so if you have a cluster like this, please don't do it. I have 100% success rate repairing these clusters myself, but I have two customers. They not them, but somebody else attempt to repair, and they were not repairable. Luckily for one of them, I was able to remove the microprocessor and transfer it over to another one, and then his vehicle started after 2 years. 2 years, and the car only had like 30,000 miles. So we'll see what is going to happen with Seth. And I have it connected right now. I remove the cover, and I show you that it's all cracked up in here. So not sure. Probably better to have it in a black spot, but it's all broken up in here. Give me 1 second. Nothing important. Some loan offers, but so I moved the needles from the resting, even though they were all over the place, to see if the stepper motors are moving. So I'm going to power it up, and they should move when I power it up. Nothing is happening. So the motors, as soon as you connect the battery voltage, it should find its resting position. None of them are moving. Let me turn this ignition on. And all we get from this instrument cluster is a SRS light on. I can see fingerprints all over the case or the face, sorry. So this is definitely not looking good. Let me open it up and see now from the inside how this looks, and I'll be right back, guys. Going to power it off completely, and I'll be right back. I need to show you more. Well, definitely he was all over the place with this cluster. He has a black tape covering one of the lights in here. One of the needles is already broken, and he put some hot glue in there. I will see if I can replace or sort of repair or replace this needle. I already told him that this is not going to be a normal repair cost for any of this. It's missing one of the clips in here. There's black clips hold the cover in place and also protect the needle so it doesn't drag, because you cannot push it all the way in or farther in. I have one of the needles, as you see, sticking out to where it's not supposed to be. So this is most likely a destroyed stepper motors, and this is going to increase the price even more. If we can do something with this, I'm already starting to not like what I'm seeing, and this is what I don't like to work and things like this, because it's not a little bit that you remove it and try to attempt to repair. No, this is not his first time, and we'll see how that goes. Let me get you a closer look. This is a push button to reset the miles or so. They should have a rubber groove in here, which is completely missing. And I mean, wow, this is, a completely butcher board. I think you guys can see. Let me point. Right here, he has a solder blub from here to here. This is the microprocessor. So, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I mean, I know that this is your own cluster and everything, but uh, after you do something like this, what were you attempting to do? I would recommend you, if this is what you can do, to never touch any electronic components in your life. Realistically, I mean, you want to destroy things. This is exactly what happened. But then you want somebody else to fix, and this is just ridiculous. Let me remove that stuff and see what can we do or not here. Yeah, guys, this is definitely not a repairable component. Yeah, I'm going to stop in here. Yeah, he destroyed. This is a microprocessor on this board. There is actually six of the tracks that are completely ripped out of the board, and there are 12 in this side that the actual legs from the microprocessor are no longer there. So I'm not sure, what was he trying to do, attempt to do this, and then it's also missing components in here, and then he put a layer of clear silicone. Yeah, that's going to fix everything. But yep, this is actually going to be the second module, the second instrument cluster that I will condemn as not repairable. And this might be, if you have the skills, and this is your own car, that you want to spend hours and hours to repair something like this with the amount of damage that is here. It would probably take, I don't know, 18, 20 hours. Of $200, we're talking about $4,000 of repairs. And this is just to charge by hour. You know what I mean? Which I never do. And so, yes, in this kind of cases, I just remove myself, because you remove and you repair all that is here. And then all of a sudden, now you start having motors and other components that got damaged and shorted when this created. And now you include yourself, because when, let's say, I tell this guy, I said, yeah, it's going to cost you $4,000 to repair. He said, yeah, go ahead, do it. And then I go do it, and then it's another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. It will never be an ending. And then all the information is in here. By having missing and destroyed legs already from here, is pretty much a 90% possibility that you will never get a read to transfer the information to another microprocessor. And in this case, like I said, it's better to remove myself and come and pick up your cluster, and nothing I can do for you. I think that's as much as I'm going to do. I remove all these to see if it's something doable, but it's definitely not doable. All right, guys, sorry again, but sometimes it's good to share this. People can understand how important it is to get the correct person to work into your components. There is a lot of beginners that try to touch computers and things like that, and this is what happens. And again, if it's your own car, I always recommend and tell one thing: if you're going to start a repair, finish the repair and own it. If you destroyed your car, trash it, send it to the junkyard. Make sure that you are willing to do that. Because then when that component, or if you know that you can buy a new component, then who cares? It might be a good lesson for you to learn something. And if you can, then you can order the new module and keep the car running, right? But when you do something like this and it's not repairable, there's no going back. And don't try to get somebody to be the hero. Like, I'm here not to be a hero for nobody. I try to help people, yes, but heroes, no. I'm no hero. Usually the heroes die in action, and I'm not one of them. All right, guys, I will see you next time. You have a great day. Bye-bye.